All you need is love. Hey everybody, it's been a while. Hey is for horses, of course. So I've taken some time to really reflect on where I've been at and some of the things I've been talking about. And, when we think about what we focus on is what we grow, what we focus on is what we reinforce. I'd like to do my best to continue to grow and change. And I have absolutely fallen guilty to victimhood, to weakness, to emotion, in the sense of, um, you know, if the world was this way, and I'm really, really, really lately, last year, whatever, focusing as much as I can on acceptance. Whatever is, and I need to do my best with that. And so, regardless of how men are behaving in general, or women are behaving, or people are not growing up, maybe if we just focused on this, like, I am grown, this idea that I am grown, I am, and what does that look like to me? Maybe we'll actually get somewhere. And so, I think it really starts with love of God, our highest self, our true self, love of Jesus, the God within. Also love for our bodies, regardless of the state they're in. We're never going to heal if we don't love them as they are, and that allows the space of ease to come in instead of dis-ease, and start allowing the space for our bodies to do what they were designed to. So, start doing things, being in the moment, focusing on mindfulness, and accepting things in a sense as they are. And from there is the possibility to alter that as the moments move forward into what we call the future, even though, again, it's always now, right? So what I see is, I picture beings, men and women, fully empowered again, having self-respect, having humility, having boundaries, knowing what's truly important, getting out of these spaces of the lower desires, of quick fixes, of pleasure seeking, as far as, external eating cookies and many women and many men. And that's, I only bring that stuff up because if we could really get back to choosing to be the mother, the nun, the sacred being, the father, the priest, the guide, someone that could be looked up to as a role model. When we think of role models, it's often people who are emotionally stable, who are able to stay calm and stay in love. So if we can stay in love with God and stay in love with life and in love with the moment, and know that in a space of non-duality, in other words, I've had this conversation many times, and this can be taken however you want to take it. It's not that there's no bad or good, just on some level, it's all based on perception. And so in that space of non-duality, then every single experience we have is just that, an experience. It holds information. It helps form our inside self, our mind, the way we think, the way our body feels. And therefore, if we can take an experience that maybe isn't so on the surface pleasant, and see the positive, the good, the growth, the learning, the information involved there, then there really is no what we would call bad experience necessarily. It might be tough, it might be strenuous, it might be a lot of different words. It isn't necessarily bad. So a lot of us have gone through a lot of different things, and we're going to continue to go through a lot of different things. Things aren't always how we want them to go, and often I think even things we see as negative or struggles aren't that at all, and to some onlooker they're dumbfounded that we can turn anything into a negative, into a struggle, into that glass is half full, into this, look what happened to me. And that mentality really just doesn't get us very far. At least in my experience, it didn't get me very far. And the more I focus on everything's happening for me, everything is for my benefit, for my growth, whether I like it or not. When I accept it and really sit with it and grow through it and learn from it, everything changes inside and out. So, they talk about manifesting as if what you seek has already happened. Now, don't forget that whatever that is going to come with its own downsides. Everything is a yin yang experience, a whole experience, and based on what we focus on is how we experience that. So you want the house, well, with that comes cleaning, with that comes upkeep, with that comes bills, with the, you don't want all that, so you want to live under a bridge. Okay, well, you don't have all these bills and worries. However, it might rain, there might be bugs, there might be police that come to take you. Not that that can't happen in your house. Just the point is don't. I got a quote not maybe a couple years ago, or a Fortune or something, and it was don't get lost in happiness or in sadness, for neither is true. And in other words, like, we are making our reality based on how we think. And I know I've talked about this before. It's just, again, been on my mind, and it's what I'd like to continue to focus on, is compassion, is love for God, love for our highest self, our authenticity, love for each other. Have people really get back to self-respect, to boundaries, to treating themselves as the spiritually incarnated beings they actually are. And when we can get back to truth, then there really is nothing to fear at any given time. If this is a dream and it's all in our mind, just because it's in our mind doesn't mean it's not real. And if it is in our mind, then it's just a dream, a waking dream, a lucid dream in many ways. However, there's nothing to fear, because at one point or another, we will wake up, quote unquote, awaken from this dream and remember our soul self. And we may get reincarnated or forget, or our many lives. However this works, I'm not here to speculate on that necessarily. The fact is, though, get out there and enjoy the adventure. Life is not just a school, it is an adventure, as my friend Marty just reiterated this Sunday, and it was a great reminder. Again, if you don't watch the Gnostic Church and Academy of Lord Jesus Christ on Sundays, I highly recommend it. It's something I really enjoy. And I just wanted to get on here and remind everybody that all you need is love. Love is the answer. It doesn't mean unconditional love does not mean unconditional tolerance. It does not mean unconditional acceptance of others the way they are. It means holding space. It means speaking your truth. It means tough love sometimes. It means compassion. It means grace. It means calm. It means peace. It does not mean unconditional tolerance. So we do our best to continue to be the light, to hold the space, to not burn anything, and to really just be there for others the best we can be, while not necessarily tolerating every single notion, behavior, etc. Especially, like, for me, I know I've been in spaces of blaming and anger and shame and guilt, and it's just not conducive to the world that most of us want to see be here now. So let's rise up, let's awaken, let's be love as best we can be, and really just be mindful of whatever present moment, whatever we're doing in any given moment. I hope this finds you all well, helps in some way. I love you. thelivingmysterychurch.org. Have a conversation with me. I'm studying right now with my son. We're gaining a certificate. We're almost done with our mindfulness certificate. So I'll start offering mindfulness based sessions soon. I mean, I could do that now. A lot of it seems redundant to information and practices I've already been doing. And yeah, it was just something that was calling to me, that was introduced to me, and was, told to me that I'm already doing a lot of it. So maybe I would be interested in getting the credentials. So if you're interested in doing some meditation session with me, a mindfulness based session with me, I would love to guide you in that, hold space for that. And yeah, let's make this day a beautiful one. Let's awaken to the day that God made today, and that every cell and atom in our body is full with that power and that love, and be our best selves. Self-respect, modesty, humility, servants of God, and really embrace our sacredness. I think that everything would change and be for the better in a world where more of us embraced the truth of who and what we really are. Again, I love you. God bless you. thelivingmysterychurch.org. Have a great day. Peace.